Yo! What is good, Sixer Nation, NBA Nation, Philly Take Nation? What is up? Back again. NBA playoffs. You know what the deal is, man. Game 5 at the Paycom Center. Will we see the first team punch their ticket to the NBA Finals tonight, here at the end of May? It's been a long road, a long journey. A lot of ups and downs in these playoffs, a lot of crazy, chaotic games. But the Thunder have a chance to continue the journey run, to continue a dominant season, to continue taking over. They're a heavy favorite after beating Minnesota the other night in Minnesota. All comes down to this, man. 48 minutes. Can the Timberwolves, with their backs up against the wall, who are 0-4 all time when down 3-1 in a playoff series, find a way to make magic? We'll talk about it all. We'll break it down. We'll give you the live play-by-play, the live reactions. We'll read out your comments and more right here on Philly Take with RB. Let's go! Yeah. 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 Most 25-point games when facing elimination age 23 or younger. Anthony Edwards leads the way. So we'll see if he can find a way to keep them alive. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in officially to Philly Take with RB. Once again, the NBA playoff game day live show where, although we cover the 76ers all year long, and we give you videos, we're still giving you 3 videos at least per week right now in the offseason leading up to the draft. We're breaking down draft stuff. We're talking about all the rumors and more. And we go live every game of the season for the 76ers. Although we are primarily based on the 76ers, it has been a wild ride this postseason. We've had a lot of fun. We've been able to welcome a lot of new people to the community. And to be quite honest with you, not having a, leg in, not having skin in the game right now, it's kind of fun. It's enjoyable. Watching good basketball, not having to pull our hair out, you know what it is, man. Now, part of me can't lie. Part of me feels like, man, I'm kind of wishing the Sixers were here, and I'm kind of envisioning what it could be like one day, live streaming the Sixers clinching a berth to the NBA Finals. Part of me does feel that way. But for now, we'll let it be what it is. We'll leave that to the birds, and we will just continue to rock out, man. So we have been on a playoff marathon with these live streams, and we continue to break it down. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome in officially. Happy Wednesday. I need a couple favors from you guys. Number 1, I need you to go down below. Like the stream. The more likes we get, the more this is pushed out to more viewers, the more we can get new people to join the community. Second act of business, hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to 43.5K. Can we do it tonight? Lastly, be sure to hit that notification bell. That way you don't miss any of the videos or the live streams. Shout out to the mods. Shout out to the members. I want to see those live stream emojis in here heavy tonight. Members, I appreciate the heck out of you guys, man. Welcome in, and thanks for being here. Lastly, how are we feeling, man? How are we feeling? Of course, be sure to join our Discord. All right, click the Discord link. Join the Discord. We got over 460 people in there rocking out with us, helping build the community. And make sure you follow us on all platforms. All right, we've been pumping out content every single day, whether it's on our Instagram at Philly Take with RB. We've been pumping out content for TikTok at Philly Take with RB. We've been pumping out content on Twitter at RB Philly Take. And we've been pumping out content on Facebook, everywhere, man. So make sure you're following us. I just saw Rudy Gobert over here praying. Yeah, you better be praying, Rudy. Ladies and gentlemen, at the beginning of these playoffs, I said that the Thunder were too good that they would come out and represent the West in the finals. And at the beginning of this series, I said that they would win in 5. And ladies and gentlemen, that has a real chance of happening tonight. I'm still a little bit astonished by what we saw from Ant Edwards and Julius Randle the other night. Most specifically, Anthony Edwards, who went 5 for 13 in game number 4. I felt like they had a real shot to get back in it. Minnesota hung tight. You had Gilgeous-Alexander Walker, Dante DiVincenzo, who went swinging for the fences. I think they had like 65 bench points. And all Anthony Edwards had to do was score a couple more points and they win the game. But him and Julius just disappeared, man. Julius Randle averaging 5.5 points per game in games 2 and 4. And he's kind of disappeared a little bit into the shadows. Ant Edwards really hasn't been the guy the last couple games. I mean, game 3 he was, but this whole series, you know. So the question is, what happens tonight, ladies and gentlemen? I want your thoughts down below. Do the Thunder finish it off tonight? Will the Thunder finish it off tonight, or will the Timberwolves have a chance to make it 3-2 and go back to Minnesota and make it a series? What do you guys think? Give me your inclinations in the chat down below. I'm going to give you my predictions. I'm going to tell you what I think. We're going to talk about all of it. I do want to talk about the game last night as well. Obviously, we have not been streaming that series, but I have a lot to say about the Knicks-Pacers series as well. So, before I give you my thoughts, and I see Busy B dropping a yes, sirs. Yo, the Pacers run is literally designed for Philly Take with RB, man. Could you imagine if we were Pacers fans? It would be perfect. Their slogan right now is yes, sir. Their slogan is yes, sir. It's just yes, sirs. Plural. You put an S on the end. You put an S on the end. It's literally yes, sir. Yo, it would be perfect. Anyway, man. Guys, like the show, subscribe to the show. Let me give some shout outs in the chat. Busy Bee's in here. Shout her out. Banj, what's going on, my guy? Jane in the house. New channel member, Jane. What's up, Jane? Clint, what's going on, my guy? We got JB in the house. All the diehards in the house. Appreciate you guys and girls, man. We got Joseph says 109.90 Thunder. JB says 1-2-3 Cancun for the Wolves. Say it with me. 1-2-3 Cancun. Banj says 123-111 T-Wolves tonight. JB says Wolves going fishing tonight. Busy says Thunder finishing the Mortal Kombat style. Dang. Don't let up. Don't let up. Dang, you guys are giving them a beating right now. Ladies and gentlemen, here's my thoughts on tonight's game. I predicted it at the beginning of the series. The T-Wolves had a chance to really make this a series. I thought they were going to for some time last game. You know, they were battling down the stretch. But as I said at the end of last game, the Oklahoma City Thunder showed me in games 4 and 5 of the Nugget series and in game 4 of this series that they have matured, that they are ready enough to be able to win tough games in the playoffs with their backs against the wall. And you know what, man? For a young team, they are pretty damn resilient. They are mature, and they are ready for the moment. Ladies and gentlemen, we are potentially one game away in each series from either TJ McConnell or Isaiah Joe getting a ring. At this point, that's what we can root for, man. Look, I'm rooting for good hoops. I think the Thunder have been dominant all season. The numbers, the history, right? I don't always like to go by strictly the numbers, but they have been so much more dominant than other teams. And usually when a team is that dominant, even though they are young, they find their way to outlast the rest of the crew. So to be quite honest with you guys, I think that the Thunder are not going to play around tonight. SGA has played very well in this series, and I think the MVP is going to take them where they need to go. And I think the Thunder win this game. And honestly, I think it gets pretty out of reach at the end. Might stay close for the first half, but I think the Thunder are going to do what they did in games 1 and 2, and they're going to blow this thing out of the water. That's right. I think we're going to have a rain of blue here tonight. We're going to have a blue sea. It's going to rain blue here in OKC. And I think they're going to win this game by a score of 118-96. I think they're going 118-96, maybe a bold take, but I'm going to say that they win this by 22 points. I'm going to say that outside of Ant, the T-Wolves get shut down. And I will say, man, in Game 4, SGA 40 and 10 assists, but maybe it was his defense that was most impressive, locking down Anthony Edwards. I mean, the guy had 16 points last game. He only shot the ball 13 times. And I think that SGA was so impressive defensively last game. And I think they're going to come out fighting again. And I think they're going to lock him down. So, ladies and gentlemen, 116 to, actually, no, I said 118.96. 118.96. That's my prediction. Now, give me your thoughts in the chat. What do you guys think happens tonight? Who's your player of the game? Let's talk about last night's game. Because, ladies and gentlemen, the Pacers stuck through it. It was another game of punches. The Knicks shot 37 free throws. They were punching each other back and forth. And the Knicks started to make one of their fourth quarter comebacks. And I'm thinking, here we go again. Pacers, you might choke another one at home. Then we have a series. But what do you know? The Knicks fall on their face. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. I've been gloating about it on our Instagram page, on Twitter. You got these people commenting at me on Twitter. Oh, how dare you talk? Your team hasn't been in the conference finals. Your team this. Listen, man, I can say whatever I want. I know the Sixers were terrible this year. I know they weren't in the playoffs. Guess what? That doesn't matter. What, are you going to celebrate a conference finals appearance? If I could even share with you guys how many Knicks fans are in the DMs today, mad. I mean, it's cracking me up. The Knicks are cooked, man. They have fell flat on their face. We knew they were frauds. Did they have a good run? Sure. They beat Boston. Congrats. If you want to hang up a banner in the rafters for beating the Celtics, go ahead. The Knicks are done. And the Indiana Pacers are an impressive squad, man. And I put this post out on Twitter last night, which another one has the Sixers fans in a tizzy. Because when aren't Sixers fans in a tizzy? But Tyrese Halliburton, ironically enough, on Paul George's podcast 2 years ago, said that he thought he was getting traded to the Sixers just to then get routed to Indiana. And it's on Paul George's podcast. And 2 years later, Tyrese Halliburton drops an insane stat line. What do you have? 35, 12, and 15, 32, whatever he had last night. And the Pacers are one game away from the NBA Finals. So, ladies and gentlemen, this can't be better. I'm having a lot of fun right now. I'm having a lot of fun seeing the Knicks go down like this. They thought they were in the clear, and they're going to lose back-to-back years to the Pacers. And then you have the OKC Thunder, man, who are what the Sixers should have been. They are a spitting image of the future Sixers, what Sam Hinkie sought out to do. And Sam Hinkie died for the sins, man. But Sam Presti, his evil twin, picks up the OKC Thunder and is about to take him to the NBA Finals. So, listen, man, I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time. That's where I'm at. Give me your thoughts, man. Who do you think's going to be in the finals? Who do you think's going to win it? Let me know your thoughts. 108.96 who? I'm picking the Thunder, man. I'm sticking with my original series prediction. Thunder in 5. They end it tonight, and they dominate. That's who I'm picking. 118.96. OKC Thunder get a 22-point win, and they get it done. Banj says, hot take Ant with 50 tonight. Banj is pulling for the Timberwolves tonight. Ron Yell, what's going on? Says, good morning, Philly Nation from the Philippines. What's up, Ron Yell? What's up, my guy? Busy says, Knicks are about to get packed up. Let's go. Guys, can we get some fires in the chat? Can we get some W's in the chat for the Knicks getting packed up tomorrow night by Indiana? Maybe they'll win tomorrow night, but nonetheless, in the next 2 games, the Knicks are going down, man. Successful hate watch is right. And it's funny, a lot of people commented on my post last night. They're like, yo, why are you hate watching? What do you have against the Knicks? Yeah. Well, go back to all of my videos, my live streams, my Instagram posts, tweets. Go back to all those last year and look at how the Knicks fans flooded the comments. Not even for that series. They flooded my comments for the next 2.5 months. So, yeah, I am going to soak and bathe in the fact that they are getting embarrassed. I am going to lay in it. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to just find comfort in it. And I'm going to have fun with it because that's all I can do right now. In all seriousness, man, shout out to everybody in the chat. For all my Sixer fans out there, we are continuing to drop our draft coverage. We have 4 weeks until the draft. So we're going to talk about second round prospects. We're going to continue the Ace Bailey debate. We're going to talk about our big board of prospects. We're going to do a couple live stream mock drafts in a few weeks. So make sure you look out for all the content. Keep watching the videos. Keep commenting on the videos. That helps us tremendously. You know, interact with our social media posts. We're trying to grow as much as we can. And for the meantime, we're going to continue to live stream these playoff games. We'll live stream the finals and we'll have fun. We'll have a fun time. So that's where we're at, man. Let's go. Vincent Saravo in the chat. What's up? Vincent says gentleman sweep on the way. We might have 2 gentleman sweeps. We might have 2 of them. Clint dropping the fires in the chat. Roniel dropping the fires in the chat. Busy dropping the fires. Keith says I put $99 on the Thunder to win against the Wolves tonight. I think it's a good pick, man. Jane says Halliburton is the real MVP. Banch has got to go. Busy says get Floppy McFlopperson out of here. Yeah, reincarnated Floppy. Brunson really does flop. You know what really made my night last night is like how much the Knicks fans were, you know, whining about the officials and the refs, yet they shot 37 free throws. Like, why were they the ones complaining? Why? All right, man. All right, man. Guys, 50 plus people in here right now. Do me a favor, like the stream, get us to 50 likes. Thank you for being here. Let's push this through the algorithm. We continue to grind. We continue to push these streams out. Let's keep it going, man. And let's do our thing. Let's do the damn thing. Will the Thunder punch their ticket to the NBA Finals tonight? Can they do it? Will SGA have another MVP performance? If you guys missed our YouTube video yesterday, be sure to check that out. I talked about Ace Bailey and the new reports on him. I talked about Tobias Harris and his love affair with the 76ers and trolling us. And I also talked about Paul George's comments on Ace Bailey. A lot of people have been saying they're not getting noties, so make sure that noti bell is on. If you have subscribed to the channel, make sure the noties are on. How are we feeling, ladies and gentlemen? How are we doing? How are we doing? All right, who else do we have in the chat, man? Busy's in here dropping the emojis. Shout out to Busy. Appreciate you. Vincent says, get out of here, Knicks fans. We got Scott in the house. Mod Squad showing up and showing out. What's up, Mod Squad? Yeah, we got to get those bots out of here. Estelle, what's going on? Estelle, appreciate you being here, man. They had more free throws than the Pacers. Exactly. So why were they complaining like that? Who's a bigger grifter, Lowry or Brunson? I mean, at this stage of the career, probably Brunson. Lowry was pretty bad back in his day. Lowry was bad back in his day, for sure. Tell you what, man, all these people that are have just been in the DMs today, just so mad that I'm talking about the Knicks, man. I love it. I love it, bro. I'm just having fun. Having a great time, man. That's all you can do. That's all you can do out here, man. Having a great time. Go, man. Let's get this up. Get these likes up. You guys are killing it, man. Let's go. Let's get to 43.5K tonight. Can we do that? Can we do that? I'm trying to hit this horn. I'm trying to wake up the neighbors. Guys, the neighbors woke me up early this morning. Luckily, I had something to do, so it wasn't too bad. But the neighbors woke me up early this morning. They're out there with the You know, and the mower and the weed whacker and all this stuff, man. They gotta chill. They gotta chill. So we gotta wake them up, man. We have to get our get back on them. Estelsa saw the video. If PG is impressed with Ace, it is a go. He definitely is, man. He definitely is. Can't wait till the weekend night beach fishing for gummy shark to make my own fish and chips. No joke, beach is 15 minutes away. That's crazy stuff. That's crazy work, man. That's crazy work. Let's go. Mod squad in the house. I feel compact. I feel ready to rock, man. I feel ready to rock. Busy B says the Knicks loss brought joy to my heart. TMB says yeah. Busy B says Knicks in 6 where? That's what I'm saying, man. The Knicks are crushed. I love it. I love it. Guys, should we stream the Pacers-Knicks game tomorrow? Should we stream the downfall? You guys think the Knicks are going to lose tomorrow or the next game? Give me your honest thoughts. Give me your honest thoughts. Maybe we'll set like a light goal tonight, and if we get to that goal, then we'll stream the game tomorrow. If not, we won't. We'll see. We'll see. What do you guys think? Are the Knicks going to win at home tomorrow, or are they just going to go out sad? Because honestly, yesterday I thought they were going to go out sad. And if you think about it, honestly, the Knicks shouldn't have even won game 3, if you think about it. I mean, the Knicks have been so bad in this series. They've had like a couple good moments. They have like a couple good games, I guess. Not even games. They just have like a couple good, like, they have a couple good spurts. I think that's the best way to break it down. They'll have like a couple good spurts. And then other than that, like, they've just overall been bad. So honestly, they should be swept right now if I'm being for real, but we'll give them the benefit of the doubt for now. Give them the benefit of the doubt for the time being. All right, man. Starting 5, same thing for both teams. For Oklahoma City, it'll be Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. It'll be Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, and Isaiah Hartenstein. Now, keep in mind, he did start Caruso in the second half yesterday, so I thought that was pretty interesting. Man, these Thunder fans are going wild right now. For the Timberwolves, it'll be Mike Conley, Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Julius Randle, and Rudy Gobert. All right, guys, his like button is looking kind of dry right now. Miles McBride going off was the only reason they won game 3. Yeah, and what do you guys think about, what do you think about Tom Thibodeau benching Jalen Brunson the whole fourth quarter? Does anybody else think that that's like really odd? I feel like Jalen Brunson's been sitting like the entire fourth quarters, and it feels very Doc Rivers-ish. Like, obviously, Thibodeau comes from the Doc Rivers coaching tree, but I feel like the last 2 games, Brunson hasn't even played late in a game. And then you have Karl Anthony Towns, who had his knee injured. So the Knicks are just down bad, man. Guys coaching like Doc Rivers right now, seems like they're cooked. But all right, man, here we go. Game number 5, a trip to the finals on the line. Let's go ahead and pull up the scoreboard. Let's get everything rocking and rolling. And we are off here in Oklahoma City. Timberwolves going to have it first. Julius Randle rocking the white jerseys are the Timberwolves. And the Thunder are rocking their home blue jerseys. Here's a 3-ball. McDaniels, that comes up short. Gets his own rebound. Puts it up with the hook. No good. Gobert the board. He has it. He lost it. He got it back. Randle for 3. And it goes. So Minnesota strikes first. We're going to get these stats up here momentarily, so bear with us, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. That's how we push us out to more viewers. Chet gets poked by Randall. Chet gonna drive in, turn, spin, fade off a bounce. Can't get it. Gobert fighting with Hartenstein. He's gonna get whistled for a foul. That is a tough foul. You gotta stay out of foul trouble in an elimination game. And you know what I find really quickly, man, is that like you can tell when a team's gonna fight till the death, you know? I feel like you can really tell easily. So we're gonna find out pretty quickly here if they're gonna have any fight in them, you know? So we'll see. Here's Jalen Williams working against Ant Edwards. Deep three, no time on the shot clock. Jalen Williams comes up way short. All right, let's get these stats up for you guys and girls. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Go up one more. All righty. Here's the dribble, the drive. McDaniels floats it up. Can't get it to go. It'll be interesting to see what Chris Finch does here in this game. Here's SGA, the MVP, had 40 and 10 last game. Jalen Williams driving downhill, floats it up. Can't get it off the back iron. Rebounded by Minnesota. And now Edwards fouled on the floor, so it's going to stay here with Minnesota. Ladies and gentlemen, how are we feeling? How are we feeling, ladies and gentlemen? Let's go. Get this chat on fire, man. Mike Conley at the top, coming around a screen. He's going to drive, going downhill. Now Mike Conley going to find Edwards 2 minutes in. Here's the spin, the kick. Gobert under the rim. Gobert floats it up. They're going to call a foul right at the end of the shot clock, so a tough decision there. But ultimately a bad foul by Oklahoma City. It'll be a fresh 14 for the Timberwolves. Shout out to Scott in the chat. Shout out to Daytoven, Banj, Estelle, Keith. We got Roniel. Let's go, chat. McDaniels off the dribble. Can't get it to go. Picked up by Oklahoma City, who is scoreless here in the first 2 minutes of the ball game. SGA going to dribble drive. Kick to the corner. Chet wants a three. Chet's got a three, and the Thunder are on the board. Chet Holmgren, a big-time underrated Game 4. Really helped instrument that win. Here are the Timberwolves. McDaniels going to drive downhill, kicks out opposite corner. Randall for three, comes up short. Picked up by the Thunder. I'll tell you what, man, last game was really getting my intensity up. And Chet going to slam it down in the open court. So Chet Holmgren, 5 consecutive points, and the Thunder have their first lead of the game. Last game was really getting the blood pressure up, man, especially for a non-Sixers game. I was hype. That was a really good game down the stretch. A lot of threes back-to-back. Here's SGA, going to dribble, drive, float it up. Hartenstein got it off the window. Thunder on a 7-0 run. Let's see if they can hold it down on the other end. Minnesota has to get ignited here. Here's Mike Conley, who's been pretty absent in this series. Conley knows it might be his last chance. Conley for three. That's off. Rebounded by Jalen Williams. I'll tell you, man, Conley said before the series, like, do it for me. Do it selfishly for me. And this might be his last shot to make it deep in the playoffs. Gobert gets the board and then tumbles down like he's off balance. Here come the Wolves. Randall going to drive. Full head of steam to the rim. Goes up. Lost it. Picked up by OKC. Jalen Williams on the other end. He's fouled by Conley. Guys, only 42 likes. What's going on, man? What's good, man? Come on. I'm trying to hit that air horn, bro. We need everybody to hit that thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button, man. Let's continue to push this out to new viewers. Let's have a lot of fun tonight. Let's enjoy ourselves, man. Let's go. Let's go. Guess we got to put out a poll, man. Jalen Williams going to drive and kick to SGA. SGA drives downhill, goes up, lays it in. Julius Randle going to find Rudy Gobert. Gobert at the top. Here's another dribble handoff. He can't do much at all offensively. Randle to a cutting Gobert. Gobert out with the left hand to McDaniels for three. He missed it. The Wolves are ice cold. Shiver me timbers. We are 4.5 minutes into the game. They have 3 points on the night. Chet Holmgren for three. It's off. Picked up by Minnesota. There's Julius Randle from the top of the key. He drives downhill, kicks it. McDaniels for three. Off again. McDaniels ice cold. McDaniels 0 for 6 to begin the oops. Slammed down by Chet. Slammed down by Chet Holmgren. He's got 7 to begin and is feeling like a parade here in Oklahoma City. The Thunder on an 11-0 run. Jaden McDaniels 0 for 6 in the first 5 minutes of the ball game. T-Wolves climbing an uphill battle already. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we just put a poll up in the chat. If we get 300 likes by the end of this game, by the last second, when the last second goes off the buzzer, we get 300 likes tonight, we will live stream the Knicks Pacers tomorrow. If not, then we won't. So hit the like button. Let's go. All right, 70 people in the chat right now. Let's go. Get it up to 100 likes so I can hit the air horn and piss off the neighbors. We've been live streaming every game of this series. We've been live streaming all playoffs long. We continue to drop videos. We continue to drop clips and stuff on all platforms. Couple big things in the chamber in these next few months. So keep rocking with your boy here in the offseason. Like I said, the content never dies, man. The content never goes away. This is a full year thing. So I need you guys to keep rocking with us, man. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's keep doing it. Let's keep doing it. How are we feeling in the chat, man? How are we feeling? How are we feeling? All right, let's go check the poll. Let's see. All right. 17% fraudulent. Okay. I think our poll's broken, to be honest. Let's go, man. Let's get some hype up in this chat. The more you guys interact, the more fun we have. We got Banj dropping the Penguins out here. Yeah, it's ice cold. Looking cold for the Wolves right now, man. Wolves better go back to Howland, man, because they might be in trouble. Might be in trouble. Let's go. Busy B, what's up? We got Estelle says game 7 for Minnesota. Yeah, every game. Every game. And your back's against the wall, you know? Back's against the wall. Ron Yell dropping the McCain emojis and the Grimes emojis. Let's go. I love to see it, man. Wolves have started this game 1 for 11. It's now or never, bro. It is now or never. Caruso is in for the Thunder, so they take Ihart out. And now they're going to make it even harder for Anthony Edwards. So they just have more weapons, man. Edwards going to drive and blow right by Caruso, though, as I say it. He's going to get a bucket right off the rip. Caruso's going to have to be better than that. You know, Edwards is going out swinging tonight like he did not do last game. Jalen Williams poked up the elbow shot. Can't get it to fall. Picked up by Jaden McDaniels, who was 0 for 6 to begin this game. McDaniels going to find Conley up top. Conley working against SGA. Here's Randall. Randall at the top. He's coming around the screen. Gets stuffed and poked by Caruso. Caruso running the floor. Wide open. Finds SGA and the slam. Great video on the Tobias Harris debacle. Thank you. And for all the people that have been watching the videos, I really appreciate you. Keep watching the videos all off season long. I love the off season content. It's a good way to just, you know, bridge the gap between our live content during the season as Edwards goes right in for another bucket. Obviously, we drop videos during the season, but we don't drop as many as we do during the off season. So I like the videos and provides more context, and you get to learn a lot more stuff about the team and how they build it, etc. Another miss here by SGA. But yeah, man, we got videos, live streams, and more. We're going to be doing a couple live streams soon with mock drafts and other things like that. Maybe even a call-in show. We'll see. As Edwards misses it wide. Make sure you join the Discord, though, so you can call in during the season. We do post-game lives after every Sixers game, and we have live callers. So make sure you tap in for those. Let's go. Santiago says, let's go, RB. Love the Philly love, man. Been a fan for 3 years. Been awesome watching the content grow. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Estelle says, prediction, Anthony Edwards fouls out. That'd be crazy. Can't see him doing it, though. Now we got a foul on Gilgeous-Alexander Walker. He was the rising star last game. I mean, obviously he's been a good, potent bench weapon for Minnesota, but he had a breakout game. Him and DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo had 21 last game, and Alexander Walker had 23. So the fact that they were not able to win with 44 from two guys off the bench really showed that they blew an opportunity. Jalen Williams, the high arcing float, and drops it in. Thunder lead it by 8. Pretty significant gap here to begin. Naz Reid tried to find Randall his first time in. Alexander Walker couldn't handle the pass. Little butterfingers. And it's going back to Oklahoma City. SGA coming around the screen. SGA at the mid-range, working against Naz Reid. Finds a cutter downhill. Lou Dort kicks it out to Caruso. Here's Jalen Williams. T-Wolves getting antsy on defense. SGA gets poked by Reid. Caruso running back down the floor, and Reid dribbled it off his foot. Naz Reid blew the breakaway opportunity. Daniel, what's going on, bro? Thanks for being here. Benches, I'm never calling in again. It made me sound like a 3-year-old. Come on, bro. Come on, you got to call in, man. We have people all ages calling in. It doesn't matter how old you are or whatever, as long as you know your stuff, man. Even if you don't know your stuff. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander Walker. Thunder with an early lead. They're up by 10. Trying to punch a ticket to the NBA Finals. The crowd can feel it already. Here's Naz Reid coming around his screen, working against Shed. He falls down again. He tripped. Gives it back to Alexander Walker. 1 second on the shot clock. Has to heave it up. He missed it deep. Lou Dort saves it, and the Thunder are clicking on all cylinders. The dribble, the drive. SGA gets it to fall. (19-7), and we have a foul on the floor. SGA with 8 points and 4 assists early here, so they are cooking right now. Yeah, we definitely do not judge, man. We don't judge anybody. We let anybody call in and have an opinion, man. So keep calling in. We have 75 people in the chat. Can we get to 100 likes? Come on, y'all. Hit that thumbs up button. Get us to 100. SGA has scored or assisted on 17 of the first 19 points in this game. DiVincenzo to Naz Reid. Reid working against Cason Wallace in for the first time. They have guards guarding centers. It's crazy. Hartenstein back in, and they strip it away from Reid. Remember what I said a couple minutes ago? You can kind of tell early in a game when a team is going to be stripped of their dignity. Even though the Wolves are trying hard right now, they're just getting stripped every possession. 3-ball missed by Caruso, picked up by Minnesota. They're going to have to find a way to score the rock. And there goes Alexander Walker. Missed the layup! He smoked the layup. The Wolves are not off to a good start. 3-ball, bang! SGA again! He did it again!
He's on fire!
Oh my gosh. Edwards driving downhill, goes up, missed another layup. The Thunder lead it by 15. Case and Wallace all the way. He's poked down the other end. We have a timeout on the floor. The crowd is going nuts, 22-7. This is why I said after game 3 that I didn't feel like the Thunder were in trouble. They had one of those bad games that you have every 82 games, you know? It happens sometimes. You just can't hit shots. Your game is completely off. They got blown away by 40 in game 3, and they're dominating in every other game. The Thunder look like they are about to strip the souls of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Busy B, I agree 100%. The Thunder Pacers finals, if it does happen, is going to be an incredible series. Two teams that are playing really well. Two different dynamics completely. I agree with you 100%. I think a Thunder Pacers finals, I think, would be very entertaining. And I know they're not big markets, but you know what? The NBA has to embrace some of these smaller markets. Like, you have to enjoy this stuff. This is how you provide more parity in the NBA. Like, you have to talk up these smaller teams who are playing incredible basketball, you know? So that's how I feel about it. I think it'll be great if they do play. It's going to be a very entertaining series. Like I said, man, you can usually tell in an elimination game pretty early on. Now, again, maybe the Wolves come storming back and the Thunder go cold. But I said this a couple games ago. Once the Thunder really get into that groove, they just start making shots and they don't let down. And right now, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has scored or assisted on 20 out of the first 22 points, which is wild. He is in his groove right now. 11 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds in the first quarter. So we'll see. Who do you guys think would win out of the Thunder and the Pacers? And how many games? Who do you guys think would win Thunder versus Pacers? How many games? I'm not going to give you my official prediction until it happens, but I want to know what you think. Give me your thoughts. Busy Bee says next stop, Cancun. I agree. It's looking like that right now, you know? See what happens. We will see what happens. All right, man. Let's see if the Wolves can actually wake up and pick it up. Chris Finch does not look happy. They could be facing back-to-back 4-1 series defeats in the conference finals. That would be brutal, man. That's why I don't celebrate a conference finals appearance, man. People are like, oh, at least the Knicks got to the conference finals. Yeah, well, what if you get the back-to-back conference finals and you lose both of them in 5 games? Are you really going to be happy about that? Because I'm not. I want to go all the way. All right, guys, 80 people in the chat. Let's get it to 100 likes, man. Like the show, subscribe to the channel. Thunder in 6, Thunder in 6, Thunder in 6. So everybody thinks Thunder in 6. And now we have an offensive foul. It's going to be on Hartenstein. Set a moving screen. So the Wolves have 7 points in the first 10 minutes of the game. Crazy. And now we have a foul on the floor. My question is Rudy Gobert actually going to do something? Is Rudy actually going to do something? Yes or no? Here's Gilgeous-Alexander Walker trying to get going, going to find Edwards. They show a double team. Ant is in jail right now. Ant going to drive, step back, 2 on the shot clock. Alexander Walker at the Duggar spot. Oh, he missed it again. What in the world was that finish? Yo, the Wolves look like it's the first game of the season and they're just getting back into the groove. They look like they're just getting the rust off right now. What is going on? How did he miss that layup like that? Here's a 3-ball. Cason Wallace rolls up and out. 1:40 to go here in the first quarter. Edwards at the top, comes around a screen. Edwards working against SGA, gonna drive, float it up, and he was fouled. So far, Edwards is the only guy showing any type of effort. Actually, you know what? That's not fair. The Thunder are just playing really good. But T-Wolves are going to have to do something, man. Or else they're about to get washed away. If you guys have not yet, like the stream and subscribe to the channel. Edwards going to knock down the first. It's 23-8. Where's everybody at, man? Come on, Shadow Watchers. Hit that damn like button, bro. We're out here streaming every single game for you guys. We're working overtime out here, man. We're out here working overtime for you guys, man. So 2 for 2 at the line, 6 points for Edwards. It's 23-9. When I look at their faces, though, the Wolves look like they're just either confused or have just given up. They look absolutely shattered right now. Here's Lou Dort, a high arcing 3. That one rolls up and out, picked up by Naz Reid. Throws an elbow at Cason Wallace, almost made contact. Here's Minnesota. Edwards with the left, the right, back to the left. Going to dribble into 3 men. DiVincenzo swings it over to Naz Reid. Reid down the lane, kicks it back. Edwards wide open for 3. He missed it. And the Thunder track down the board, and Cason Wallace throws it into the belly of Gilgeous-Alexander Walker. A heads-up play. Alexander Walker falling out of bounds, and Wallace made the high IQ pass into his chest as he was falling out of bounds. Wow. All I can say is wow, man. Heads up plays right now. 1 minute to go here in the first quarter. Cason Wallace going to find Alex Caruso. 13 on the shot clock. Here's Caruso at the top. Going to find Wallace over to the corner. 3-ball from Wiggins. He airballed. Didn't see the floor last game, but Aaron Wiggins back. Here's Anthony Edwards at the top. He's crossing over, goes back the other way. Edwards working against SGA. Going to drive into a man. Spin back the other way. Edwards steps back, kicks it. Alexander Walker for 3. No good. And Rudy Gobert gets bullied under the rim. Fans are on their feet. They are applauding loud. Thunder fans can feel it. Minnesota hasn't even hit 10 points yet. 23-9. Here's SGA crossing over, dribbling, kicks it. Wallace for three. Got it at the buzzer. 26-9 is how we end the first quarter. And ladies and gentlemen, the Wolves look like they're going into hiding. Wolves are not howling at the moon tonight. They're digging deep. They're digging holes. They're hiding right now because there's a thunderstorm in Oklahoma City. Wow. Tell you what, man, the first couple rounds of these playoffs were very intriguing. Lots of back and forth, but these conference finals have been more dominance, man. And the Thunder might just be that good. Anthony Edwards is trying right now, but when Jaden McDaniels goes 0 for 6 in the first quarter in like 4 minutes, Alexander Walker goes 0 for 4 off the bench. Rudy Gobert isn't doing anything per usual. The T-Wolves kind of look like they know they don't have enough. The T-Wolves kind of look like they know, like they're facing reality. Like, hey, man, we just don't have it. We're just not good enough. And you know why you're not good enough? Because of what I said at game 1 of the series. Who was here game 1? Raise your hand. Who was here game 1? Who was here last series? Who was here in the first round when I sat here and I told you guys that Rudy Gobert was going to be the Achilles heel? If you had more of a potent offensive big man, you would be able to do so much more on the floor. You would pull that gravity. You would pull that attention under the basket, and that would open up shooters like Jaden McDaniels. That would open up Mike Conley spotting up. That would open up Julius Randle's mid-range game. But fact of the matter is you paid the guy who can't play offense, and you traded the center that can. You traded the center that had 22 in the fourth quarter the other night. So anyway, man, that's my thought on it. And the Wolves are about to get washed up. Simple as that. Listen, man, I'm just saying, bro. Wolves better start counting your minutes. That was a bad trade for the Wolves. I agree, man. They should have picked Cat. If Kitty Cat is so good, why are the Knicks down? Well, have you actually watched any of the games in the series, or are you just asking that question just to ask it? Because if I recollect correctly, Cat had 22 in the fourth quarter the other night. Remember that? He actually saved their season. So I don't know if you mean that seriously or if you are just joking around, but Cat has had an amazing season. I don't know what's worse, 5 first-round picks for Rudy Gobert or picking him over Cat. I don't know. Give me your guys' thoughts in the chat. Fewest points in any quarter this season as Caruso waddles his way right into the basket. Nobody there. Yo. The Thunder defense is legit, man. They are legit. Look at this. Everybody switching. Everybody attention to the ball. Dude, they're good, man. And you know what's crazy? The Thunder are going to be better next season. They have a lottery pick in Nikola Topic who hasn't even played yet. They have 3 other first-round picks off the bench. They have 2 first-rounders in this draft. It's crazy. They have so many weapons, man. It's not fair. It's not fair. You want to compare a team to the Eagles in the NFL? It's the Thunder, man. Naz Reid goes right in, skips his way to the basket, 28-11. Hartenstein, very underrated, soft touch. I agree. That was a great pickup this past offseason. Same with Caruso. Caruso was an incredible trade, man. And they didn't even have to give up any draft picks in that trade. They just gave up Josh Giddey. Caruso steals it away again as I'm speaking about him. There he goes all the way, flies up and got fouled. Twisted his body a little bit. Now he's doing push-ups on the ground. Crowd's loving it. Alex freaking Caruso, man. I wanted him so bad last offseason. But that pickup, the Hartenstein pickup, and you know what's wild too? The Thunder could have made any move they wanted to at the trade deadline. They were like, nope, we're good enough. Last year they traded for, what's his name? Gordon Hayward. They were like, this year we're just going to stick with our young guys. We're good. Unbelievable job, man. Just a wild season. I mean, they had 68 wins. And if they didn't rest their guys a few games, they'd probably have 70, 71. Crazy. What do you think the Phillies need to do with the trade deadline? Upgrade the bullpen. 100% upgrade the bullpen. But yeah, man, this Thunder team, they are building out. If there's any team close to the Eagles that can be dominant the next 3 to 4 years, it is the Thunder here in the NBA. They're completely changing team building. I talked about that on my video last Friday, so definitely check that out. I compared them to the Sixers and how they are what the Sixers should have been. Here's DiVincenzo going to find Randall to the corner. Terrence Shannon for 3. He got it. Man, kudos to Terrence Shannon Jr. Kid has been put in some tough situations in this series. He's been stepping up big time for a rookie. Here's Alex Caruso guarded by Julius Randle. Caruso driving downhill, turns the corner, goes up. Randle didn't even stay with him. Caruso missed the layup, but he was fouled. Caruso is a defensive demon. I agree. Busy says, hit the like. Guys, 90 plus people in the chat. We only have 67 likes. Can we get it to 100? Let's go. I'm trying to wake up the neighbors, man. They woke me up today. I want to piss them off. First one, go for Alex Caruso. If you guys are new, we have been doing this almost every single game of the playoffs. We cover the Sixers all year long, but we have fans from all fan bases all across the world. So like the stream and subscribe to the channel. Mods, get those links flowing in the chat, man. Follow us on all socials. Join the Discord. And if you want to become a member, hit that join button down below or the link pinned in the chat. Free throws good for Caruso. And if you're Minnesota, you can't let this get out of hand too quick. You have to find a way to stay in it. Caruso, 6 points and 2 steals in 9 minutes. He has been one of the most valuable players in these playoffs for Oklahoma City. As a Celtics fan, Sixers have a chance to win the East next year wide open. I agree with that. McConnell is good. Yeah, shout out to TJ, man. Shouts to our boy TJ. Caruso gets a little standing O. It's an 18-point lead for Oklahoma City. We are early here in the second quarter. Naz Reid working against Kenrich Williams. And look at that. Poked away by Cason Wallace and turned over. Yo, the Thunder are everywhere, man. The Thunder are everywhere. 2 minutes into the second quarter, here's Cason Wallace going to find Chet. Chet going to find Jalen Williams. Williams guarded by Terrence Shannon. Williams down low to Chet, threw it away. Conley saved it, barely, but he did. Here's DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo going to find Conley on the other side of the floor, down to Randall. They swarm him. Randall down in the paint, goes up. He's blocked. Yo, this Thunder defense is nuts. Here's a cutting Chet. Chet to the rim, bullies him, and throws one down. It is raining. A sea of blue and white. Guys, how do we not even have 70 likes yet? And another steal by the Thunder. They are bullying them. Williams got it and one. Oh, my gosh. Yes, sir. I had to hit the air horn, man. This is crazy. They are getting their souls ripped. They're getting their souls ripped out right now. I told you in the beginning of an elimination game, you can usually tell team's body language. And, yo, they are getting ripped apart right now. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to lie. This series has been pretty one-sided. I don't know what else to say. What do you guys want me to say, man? All I can say is get the likes up, bro. I can't analyze this game because there's nothing I can say. They're getting their butts beat right now. Like, they're getting smacked down, bro. Are we going to see the Thunder, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th guys in the third quarter? I mean, I feel like we're trending towards that. It feels like a reverse of game 3. There's nothing else I can say. There's no strategy involved. Don't you guys get that? The Thunder defense, they're like a swarm of bees. You get in their territory, you get in their presence, you take a step onto their premise, they're just swarming you. I just saw Julius Randle go down in the paint, and I saw 4 Thunder guys who are so quick and young and athletic that they were able to swarm Julius Randle, and he tried to turn to look for his shooters, and then they got back to their man so fast before he could even blink. Yeah, bro, this Thunder team is crazy, man. This thing is crazy, man. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, can we get a moment of silence in the chat, man? Can we get a moment of silence for Sam Hinkie? If only Adam Silver had allowed Sam Hinkie to carry out his plan. If only he had allowed Sam Hinkie to carry out his plan. All right, man. Shout out Sam Hinkie. This is what the Sixers should have been. I find a little bit of joy knowing that this is what the Sixers should have been, man. Shout out to the mod squad, man. Yo, the bots are getting crazy in here. Bots are loving this channel. That's why we need other people to start commenting so we can, we can have some fun and not have to worry about these bots. T-Wolves have more turnovers right now than field goals made in the game. That's unreal. They only have 14 points. We're 14 minutes in. Edwards going to step back for 3. Missed it again. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy. Aaron Wiggins. Jalen Williams, the up and under. Got it again. Guys, it is 38-14. Wave the white flag, Minnesota. Edwards drives into a sea of blue, and this time he's fouled. Wow. Yo, every time somebody drives into the paint, they just collapse. What a move by Jalen Williams. Oldest player on their team's 31. Sixers thought it was a good idea to get the oldest roster in the league. Anthony Edwards misses the second free throw. The fans are just going wild, man. 23-point game. Here's Chet wide open from the wing. Cha-ching. Make that 26. 41-15. Belt to ass, man. Edwards drives downhill. Kicks it out. Walker to the corner. Randall for three. And he got the lucky bounce. Thankfully for Minnesota. They needed that. Julius Randle was feeling himself all playoffs long, and he's disappeared. Checking a drive, threw it down under the basket. Wallace, no-look pass. Williams trying to answer. He does! Everything is working for Oklahoma City. Wow. The spread was 8.5, Busy. Spread was 8.5. Here's Edwards again, driving, spinning through four defenders. Randall contested three in a corner. Can't get the bounce this time. Picked up by the Thunder, and here we go. Randall getting handsy, pokes it away, and they don't call a foul. Randall on the fast break and lays it in. The dribble, the drive, the kick. Chet puts it up, missed it. Hey, what did I tell you guys before the game, man? Another prediction from RB Wright. They might as well just call me Nostradamus at this point, man. I said this was going to be a blowout. I said it'd be 22 points, though. I think I understated it a little bit. Chet does a little spin cycle rolling into the crowd. I mean, at this point, we might end up seeing the backups in at the end of the third quarter. Guys, we're not even going to get 100 likes before halftime. You guys are playing with us, man. What's up, chat? First one good for Chet. Jane says Panthers going to the Stanley Cup tonight. Accept it and grow. Shaheem says, hold on. Score is what? Yeah, bro. Crazy stuff right now. Chet's got 13 and counting. Absolute beatdown right now by OKC. Second one is good. 6:35 to go here in the second. 46-20. Where's my guy Isaiah Joe, man? They didn't even put him in. They put Wiggins in. Cason Wallace drives the floor, goes up. Got it off the steal, man. I almost feel bad for Minnesota. I almost feel bad, man. They know what's coming to them. Mike Conley, it's probably going to be his last chance to get here. 37 years old. They might move on now that they have Rob Dillingham. Don't know why they didn't play him at all this season. Terrence Shannon Jr. with the up and under reverse. Shannon's been good in this series, man. Credit to him. Credit to him. 5:55 to go here in the first half. SGA to Wiggins. The pump fake. The drive. Lays it up. Lost the ball. Chet has it, and he's fouled. By the way, SGA's only had one free throw attempt tonight for the SGA merchant watchers. Can't say anything about SGA. The defense is just too good, man. Wild. Wild. Oh, man. First one missed by Chet Holmgren. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome into the Playoff Game Day live show. We've been live streaming all series long. If we get to 300 likes tonight, we'll do the Knicks-Pacers game tomorrow. If not, then we'll be back for the NBA Finals. But make sure to support all of our content, man. Appreciate you guys, at least the real ones that are commenting and engaging. Second free throw is good. It is a 27-point game here in the first half. Absolute beatdown. Here's Anthony Edwards. Wolves are 3 for 13 from long range. Edwards going to drive into the paint, turns, floats it up off the bank, got it to go. Edwards is at least trying this game. He's got 8 shot attempts already. He had 13 total last game. SGA drives the lane and got it to fall. Yeah, Edwards costed his team last game, man, and he just, he's trying now, but it's too little too late. McDaniels hasn't even taken a shot after that 0-6 start in the first quarter, and Gobert hasn't taken any shots. Shannon going to miss the 3 ball. Gobert gets it back, and we have a foul on the floor. Gobert has not shot the ball yet. Crazy, man. Crazy. Here come the Thunder again. Oh, fast break. SGA kicks it. Caruso can't get it to fall. Thunder get the board. SGA floats it up. Missed it again. 4:50 to go. It's 51-24. Guys, are they going to hit 35 points? Are they going to hit 30 points? 3 ball missed by Ann Edwards. Here come the Thunder again. Wallace, Dort for 3. Off. Here comes Jaden McDaniels. Does he want to try to press his luck again with a jump shot? Can't even get the ball. Yo, the Wolves can't even get an open look. Shannon to Edwards. Edwards, the drive. Edwards steps back, kicks it to McDaniels for 3. He hits. There he is. There he is. McDaniels finally is alive. 1 for 7 in the game. Here's SGA around the screen, pulls up mid-range, hits it right back. Guys, we got 100 people in the chat. No excuse not to be at 100 likes right now. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, push us through the algo. McDaniels again, this time he misses it. Gobert wasn't ready for the board and he lost it. And then Caruso is fouled. Yo, is Rudy Gobert sleeping, bro? Is he sleeping? This might be one of the worst playoff series I've ever seen played by a center. And we had people in the chat telling me, oh, RB, you're a hater. Gobert had 50 and 50 against the Lakers. Yeah, a team with no center. Guys, I encourage you to just hang in here with the streams with me, man. Just watch the games with us, bro. Gobert dominated a team that had no center. Then they played Golden State. Steph Curry got injured. And they also had no center. Why couldn't we have seen Steph Curry and the Warriors make a run, man? Why couldn't we have seen Jimmy and Steph stay healthy? Man, do you know how fun that would have been? Another Warriors Thunder playoff series? That would have been so much fun, man. Richie says maybe we should watch and comment on something else. I don't know what that means, dude. Riaz says no one will take Embiid contract until he plays half of a season at an all-star level. Another turnover by Minnesota. TMB, what's up? Cool J in the house. What's up, Cool J? Ruin, what's going on, man? Here's SGA. 10 points off of turnovers for Oklahoma City. 3:20 to go in this first half. They are living large. Here's SGA working against McDaniels. Another step back 3. This time it's airballed. Here's Alexander Walker driving downhill. Goes up, missed it. Gobert, the board. He couldn't hold on. This might be the worst game I've seen Gobert play yet. SGA blocked on the other end, and the Wolves threw it right back to the Thunder. Caruso, SGA, and he's fouled. This is an absolute embarrassment for the Timberwolves. Daniel says the Wolves are about to lose by 50. Richie says Rudy Gobert's healthy. Joel Embiid is injury prone and lazy. So what does that have to do with anything? Rudy Gobert can be healthy. I mean, everybody in this chat could be healthy. What does that have to do with anything? Rudy Gobert sucks. He's terrible. Rudy Gobert frustrates me more than Joel Embiid, and Joel Embiid hasn't even been playing. It frustrates me as a basketball fan to watch this dude. Anyway, I don't want to talk about Rudy Gobert right now. I want to talk about Oklahoma City. This team, like I said, is filled with 24-year-old players. They have completely went against the grain. They've held to their guns. They have so many draft picks in the chamber, all right? They have 10 first-round picks in the next 5 years. They have 12 second-round picks in the next 5 years. So they have 22 draft picks in the next 5 years. They have everything they need and more. They have 3 first-round picks on the bench that haven't even played yet. The Thunder are in position to be a dynasty. And this year they had 68 wins, the best point differential in NBA history. And I'll be honest with you, man, the Thunder are playing some of the best defense I've ever seen right now. The Thunder are playing some of the best defense I've ever seen in my life. Like, this is wild, man. This is wild, man. Like, this is crazy. Guys, we got 98 people in the chat. Get us up to 100 likes, man. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Let's go. Let's go. I don't know why people are talking about Embiid, man. I don't know why Embiid comes up in every conversation. We can talk about how bad Rudy Gobert is. Has nothing to do with Joel Embiid. Tell you guys what, man. The Sixers need to find an Alex Caruso. I keep watching this dude every single game, and I'm like, oh my gosh, he's such a perfect niche player. The way that Caruso just intercepted that pass after the rebound, Wolves tried to get it out, and Caruso comes out of nowhere and just swipes it away. Guy makes every right play. Crazy stuff, man. Where we at now? 81 likes. All right, you guys are slacking, man. We'll get back to the chat once we hit 100. For now, I'm going to just bathe in this incredible defense that I'm watching. Some of the best defense I've ever seen. This might be the best defense I've ever seen. I'm not going to lie. Every person is switchable. Every player can get back to their spots. They rotate the right way. They help the right way. Dude, Cason Wallace. Let's talk about Cason Wallace. Cason Wallace might be one of the best backup point guards in the league. And a lot of people probably don't even know who he is. They probably don't even know who he is, man. Thunder already had a squad last year, and then they go and draft Cason Wallace in the 23 draft. 10th overall pick out of Kentucky. Another Kentucky guard. I'm starting to think that every Kentucky guard that enters the league is going to be great. Who's the last Kentucky guard that was not great entering the league? Think about all the Kentucky guards that are in the league right now. Most of them are at least pretty good. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, step back 2, can't get it to fall. Thunder find the board again. Yo, this is crazy. 3-ball, Lou Dort missed it again. It's a 30-point game right now. And Caruso going to get whistled for the blocking foul. I want everybody to name as many Kentucky guards that you can right now in the chat. I'll name a couple and I'll start it off. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Cason Wallace. Tyrese Maxey, obviously. Emmanuel Quickley. I mean, we can just keep going down the list, bro. Every Kentucky guard is legit. Here's the dribble drive. DiVincenzo lost it. Taken away by OKC. Nah, this is crazy work, man. 3-ball Jalen Williams. This time it comes up short. DiVincenzo going to find Naz Reid. Naz Reid going to find Anthony Edwards. Edwards guarded up by 2. Has to get rid of it. 10 on the shot clock. DiVincenzo going to find Edwards. Edwards working against 2. Pops up a 3. Missed it again. Yo, the Wolves don't even have 30 points yet. They don't even have 30. Are they not going to get 30 points? Jalen Williams driving downhill, floats it up, and he's fouled again. Name as many as you can think in the chat, man. And hit the like button. Get us up to 100 likes, man. Come on, guys. Come on. Evan Booker, yep. De'Aaron Fox, yep. Malik Monk, yep. Jamal Murray, yep. There's so many. Tyler Hero, yep. It's crazy. Crazy. Kentucky has so much good talent. Ten made field goals, 13 turnovers, but there is a trifecta from Dante DiVincenzo. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Wolves do hit 30 points. They hit 30. 59-30. Jalen Williams under the rim. He takes it back outside, finds Lou Dort. Here's Jalen Williams. Williams pull up, deep 2. They're just having fun, man. They're just having fun with it at this point. Arby's neighbor in the chat. Look, you see what you guys did, man? You can't even get us to 100 likes, so we got the neighbors in the chat, man. You guys have failed us. We've failed. The neighbors are in the chat. They're soaking in our misery, man. They're soaking in our misery, man. We haven't woke up the neighbors. They're in the chat, bro. 61-32. Jalen Williams coming around a screen from Hartenstein. Williams drives downhill, goes up, blocked, and fouled at the same time. It is pretty funny that the year that the Sixers have the oldest team in the league, the youngest team is going to the finals. It is pretty funny, man. I'm not going to lie. If you guys are new to the channel, man, I'm RB. I cover the 76ers every single day, all year long. We do live streams. We do videos. We've been dropping a ton of draft coverage, and we've been streaming as many playoff games as we can. Like the show. Help us grow, man. Sub to the channel. Hit that bell. Neighbors have flooded the chat. Another turnover by Minnesota. I'm just waiting to get to halftime. I mean, this is an absolute beatdown. This is an absolute beatdown. Oh, man. Wow. 6 for 17 combined is Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle. At least they hit 30 points, though. 15 seconds to go. Fans giving a standing ovation. What a half it was. Let's see if they can hit one more bucket here. SGA crosses over, drives downhill, up with the left hand, got it to fall. Wow. That's going to make it a 33-point lead at halftime. Randall, the half-court heave. No good. I'm just going to sit here for a second and take it all in. I'm going to enjoy the fact that what the Sixers were supposed to be is this. 50 points between Chet, SGA, and Jalen Williams. 50 in the first half. Wow. Wow. They were up 33 points at halftime. We got over 100 people in the chat. Don't know how we don't have 100 likes yet, but ladies and gentlemen, you gotta appreciate the fact that the Thunder are doing this right now. Like, this is a historic team, man. They have changed the landscape. Every 10 or 12 years, a team comes along and changes the landscape. The Thunder have changed the landscape. I'm not even going to analyze this game. I don't have anything to say. I don't have anything to say. I don't have anything to say, man. This is where I'm at. T-Wolves might as well just wave the white flag. I'm going to sit here for a minute in silence. If you guys had a take before the series that you were completely accurate on, drop it in the chat right now. Let's sit in a moment of silence for the Minnesota Timberwolves, who have been literally eradicated of their souls tonight. I don't think I've seen in a long time. I mean, I guess we could go back to that, what was it, Mavericks and Suns in 20, was it 21? 20 or 21, where the Mavericks just completely ripped the souls out of the Phoenix Suns in Game 7. And I know this isn't Game 7, but really, that's like the last time, and maybe the first round this year when the Thunder beat the Grizzlies by like 70. Like, those two are the last time that I've seen a team get their souls ripped out like this. Like, this is pretty wild, man. We've had some good playoff games this year. This ain't even close, man. My take before the series was that Rudy Gobert would be the Achilles heel of this Timberwolves team. Been saying it all playoffs long. And Rudy Gobert, 0 shot attempts at halftime. Rudy Gobert, 0 shots at halftime. All right, man. I'm back in it. What do I say? What do I say, man? What do you guys want me to say? Usually I have a lot to say. I just don't know what to say. Like, this game is so one-sided. Scott, have a good one, man. Thank you for being here. Shout out to Scott, man. I don't know what to say. Let's look at the team stats. How about that? Let's look at the stats. The Oklahoma City Thunder are shooting 50% from the field, 22 for 44. They are only shooting 29% from three, 5 for 17. 30 points in the paint. Timberwolves have 30.8% from the field, 5 for 19 from three, so a little bit worse. The Thunder have shot 16 for 18 from the free throw line. T-Wolves 3 for 4. 24 to 20 in the rebound category. Thunder lead it. The Wolves have 14 turnovers and 12 made shots. Think about that. That's the craziest stat of the half. 14 turnovers and 12 made shots. Like, bro, you want to talk about historic defense? That is crazy, man. That is wild. Wild. How do you have more turnovers than made shots? That's crazy, bro. Conley with 0. Rudy Gobert doesn't have any shot attempts. Jaden McDaniels 1 for 8. Randall 3 for 8. Edwards 3 for 10. Nobody's in double digits. 50 points combined between SGA, Jalen Williams, and Chet. 8 points and 3 steals for Alex Caruso. There's going to be so many crazy stats that come out from this game. Like I said at the end of Game 3, I felt like that game was an outlier. I knew the Thunder had played their worst game of the season and that they would never play that bad again. And boy, did they prove us right. The Wolves had a chance last game. The Wolves had a chance last game, and they blew it. Honestly, I have nothing else to say right now about this game. Like, it is such a beatdown, man. Maybe the Nuggets were just good, man. Maybe the Nuggets were just good. The Nuggets, who had pretty much 6 players in their rotation, took this team to 7 games, and they almost beat them. They almost beat them, man. Guys, I appreciate everybody in this chat. I do. I'm sorry I don't have much to say right now. I don't know what to say. I am witnessing a historic beatdown. I am witnessing a team get their souls ripped out. And as a Sixers fan, I know exactly what this feels like. I know exactly what this feels like as a 76ers fan. And I don't know what else I can say. Isaiah Joe is going to the finals. The Sixers cut Isaiah Joe to sign Dwayne Denman at the deadline. Like I said, part of me is just a little bit happy that I know the Sixers would have carried out this vision. The Sixers would have done this if Sam Hinkie had never been fired. At least that's what I'm telling myself. So, yeah, man, that's where we're at. That's where we're at. D, what's going on, man? Seeker, what's up? Clippers traded SGA and J-Dub for Podcast P. Wild, man. I'm sitting here trying to think, what would Sam Hinkie have traded Joel Embiid for? What would he have traded Tobias Harris for? I know Sam Hinkie would have traded everybody. He would have gotten so many draft picks. I wonder if Sam Hinkie still watches the NBA. Like, I wonder if he just sits back, like, I mean, I don't know how much money he has, but I wonder if he just sits back in a mansion and just, like, laughs and just chuckles. Yo, Sam Hinkie's only 47 years old. I would call him back. Sam Hinkie is now involved in venture capital and education. He runs 87 Capital, a venture capital firm, and is a lecturer at Stanford University. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to become the next Sixers GM, enroll at Stanford University and take a class with Sam Hinkie. There you go. He says, shout out to Isaiah Joe and TJ McConnell. Shout out to the guys, man. Shout out to the guys, man. Sixers could trade third pick in Oubre for Cam Johnson and Nets eighth pick, maybe Con Knuppel. I don't think they should do that. They should keep the pick, hopefully draft a guy that they can build with, and maybe they'll be here one day, man. Maybe. Maybe they'll be here one day. You know what the Thunder remind me of, man? I'm being honest here. They really remind me of the Philadelphia Eagles, man. Like, the Eagles won it all last year, but I feel like the Eagles can get even better. And the Thunder, like, it just feels like they have the formula figured out before everybody has kind of got to it, you know? I feel like the Thunder are very comparable to the Eagles, and I feel like they're going to be good the next several years. Now, we'll see if the Eagles can play it out this next year or two, and, you know, guys stay healthy and things stay right, but, man, crazy. Crazy stuff. The Eagles have 13 draft picks next year. Thunder have 1 million the next 5 years. It's very comparable, man. $5 super chat from Riaz. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Much love, man. He says, RB, looking into next year, do you think the Sixers should upgrade their three-point shooting? 21st last season. Would you like to see another sharpshooter? I mean, I would like to see another sharpshooter, but who do they go get, you know? Like I said, we're going to make a free agency video in a couple weeks, but they're kind of strapped at this point, man. Their hands are tied. I mean, Kelly Oubre's going to opt into his player option. Drummond's going to opt in. Gordon's going to opt in. So really, they're going to have to find one of those diamonds in the rough type of players. That's how I feel personally, unless they can get a guy to take a discount. But yeah, I just think they're in a tough spot, but hopefully whoever they draft can provide shooting. Thunder, biggest lead in playoff franchise history for them. 33 points. Riaz, thanks for the super chat, man. Guys, we need one more like. Who's it going to be? Shout out to the new subs. Shout out to the people liking the show. Let's go, man. Let's go. Sam Presti is the definition of an elite executive. I agree. He also never got in trouble like Sam Hinkie did. I call him the evil twin of Sam Hinkie, but the better one. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 24-5 at halftime. Incredible. Hartenstein down low, lays it up and in, and that is how we begin half number 2. It is 67 now to 32. 35-point game. I feel like Chris Finch probably went in there at halftime and was like, look, guys, go out there, give it your all. That's all we can do. McDaniels for 3. That one is short. McDaniels, Conley a 3, hits it, but we have an offensive foul. I feel like the difference between this and game 3 is like the Thunder were having opportunities in game 3. Like there were wide open shots that they just missed. I feel like in this game, yes, the Wolves are missing shots, but they can't even generate looks. That's how good the Thunder defense has been. This is pure domination. This is an old-fashioned butt whooping right now. Jalen Williams going to find SGA. SGA at the top. 7 on the shot clock. SGA steps back against Mike Conley. SGA turns, spins, fades, missed it off the bank. And unfortunately, if you're the T-Wolves, back-to-back 4-1 defeats in the conference finals, I mean, now you have to start questioning, where do we go now, you know? SGA turns, spins, floats it up and in. I mean, the T-Wolves, they made a big move last offseason, so now do they do it again, you know? Randall going to drive, skip past to McDaniels. McDaniels off a foot, got it to go. Guys, we got 100 likes, finally. Can we get some yes sirs flying in the chat? I see a few. Can we get the chat filled with yes sirs? Let's go. SGA going to find Lou Dort. Lou Dort jabbing, driving, mid-range, pull up. It's short, tapped in by Hartenstein. Is Gobert even in? Dude, where was Rudy Gobert? Yo, he wasn't even there for the board. I feel like Gobert's not even trying right now. What is Gobert doing? He didn't even try to rebound the basketball. Edwards puts it up, got it from the midi. Gobert still has no shot attempts. Yo, man. Let's go. Yeah, shout out to the members, man. Drop those yes, sirs. Appreciate you guys strong, man. Here's SGA driving, switching on to Rudy. Hartenstein floats it up. Got it again. I told you guys, man. Rudy does not come out of the paint. They keep targeting him on switches. Hartenstein's 4 for 4 in this game. Randall, the drive, floats it up, and he's fouled by Hartenstein. Let's go. Drop the yes, sirs. Finally, we're waking up the neighbors, man. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, sir. Wake them up. Yes, sir. Yes, sirs. So Randall going to knock him down. I can't believe this is a real score right now. It is 73-38. 35-point game. An absolute blowout right now. Thunder turn it over. At some point, I feel like they're going to bring in the backups, and it's going to make this feel like it's not as bad of a blowout, but right now it is. Edwards, the drive, the kick to the corner. McDaniels floats one up. Through contact, missed it, tried it again, swarmed and blocked. Dude, you can't even get up shots against this team right now. You literally cannot get up looks right now. This is insane. This is insane. SGA, the fadeaway, no good. Hartenstein tries to rebound, and he stepped out. D says they need to upgrade their center to a more stretch big archetype. Yeah, like Karl Anthony Towns. And I'm not trying to harp on my take here, but I'm telling you, I said this to everybody before the playoffs started. I said it in the first round, second round, and third round. If they had kept Karl Anthony Towns, they would have a chance. The Thunder are amazing, but man, and Rudy Gobert wide open. He slams it in. Rudy finally took a shot.
He's on fire.
Rudy finally took a shot. It was a wide open dunk. He's 1 for 1. But man, I said this all playoffs, man. I knew Gobert would be trouble. He is not a playoffs player. That is turning into one of the worst contracts in the NBA. The fact they even made it here is crazy. If Steph was healthy, I think that the Warriors would have won. Edwards puts up a 3. That's short. Airballed, out of bounds. OKC basketball. I would have loved to have seen Curry and Butler in the conference finals. T-Wolves, 15 field goals made and 15 turnovers. Wow. Here's the floater. Alley-oop. Hartenstein can't get it. Edwards on the other end for 3. He hits. It is back to a 30-point game. Uh-oh, here they come. Here they come. They are storming back. Boy, oh boy. Ladies and gentlemen, comeback alert. Comeback alert. Rudy Gobert's cooking now, man. 2 points. He's on it. Play-by-play with JJ. What's up, my guy? Play-by-play with JJ. What's up? Welcome on into the show, man. We are sitting here kind of happy. Or at least I'm happy, thinking about what Sam Hinkie would have done. This is like living out the ghost of Sam Hinkie, playing out his vision. RIP Sam Hinkie, man. He's now a venture capitalist and a lecturer at Stanford University. So if you want to become the Sixers GM, take a class with Sam Hinkie at Stanford. I know people that took that 8.5 spread right now are celebrating. They're like, please don't put the backups in too early. Please. Insert the Chris Paul meme. He hits a 3 to cut it to 42. That is amazing. That is an awesome meme. That's a fact, though. Oh no, watch out, Isaiah Joe. Shout out to Isaiah Joe. He's about to get some real minutes in this game. Isaiah Joe and TJ McConnell battling it out in the finals. And Tony Bradley. Tony Bradley is going to the NBA Finals. Ria says, I hope we see a comeback. Looking for any excitement. JJ says, what's good, my friend? Look, man, I'm just here. I'm feeling like a Thunder and Pacers fan right now. And I'm waiting for that series, man. I'm ready to watch the downfall of the Knicks. Like, this is going great for me, man. I've been bathing in the Knicks misery all day. Got Knicks fans DMing me and stuff. I'm having fun, man. I'm having fun. Watching the Thunder obliterate this team. Making all of my takes come true. Not only did I say the Thunder were making the finals, I said that Rudy Gobert would cost the Timberwolves. Like, I'm out here looking like a philosopher right now. Who is Sam Hinkie again? You being for real, Benj? You being for real right now? I've only explained it like 10 times tonight. Shout out to Sam Hinkie. Look him up, man. Take a class with him at Stanford. Take a class with Sam Hinkie at Stanford. Sam Hinkie is the man who died for these sins. He's the man who should have did what the Thunder are doing right now. Who was going to do that until he was exiled by Adam Silver. That is who Sam Hinkie is. He is a legend who never got to carry out his vision. Sam Hinkie was nailed to the cross, man. They never let Sam Hinkie do his thing. You can't tell me if Sam Hinkie wasn't the Sixers GM still, that the Sixers would not be the Thunder right now. Justice for Sam Hinkie, man. Drop some W's in the chat for Sam Hinkie, man. W's in the chat for Sam Hinkie. Julius Randle going to dribble, drive through the defense, under, and he's going to go up and under for the bucket. Chet couldn't block it. Here's SGA going to dribble, drive, floats it up, missed it. Wolves get it back. Here's DiVincenzo. Cenzo to Edwards. Edwards driving downhill against Chet, lays it in off the bank. He says T-Wolves coach also let Randle iso ball too much, which stagnated the flow. Well, Randle was on fire these playoffs, man. Edwards only had 13 shots last game. The Thunder defense got significantly better over this series. You know what's crazy? I've noticed that about the Thunder, even against the Nuggets, as SGA puts in another one. SGA and the Thunder against Denver, like, they got significantly better during the series. And they've also gotten significantly better during this series. 3-ball from Randle. Wow, what a shot, man. Big time 3-ball. That was huge. 77-50. Halfway through the third quarter, Randle now up to 15. Jalen Williams up to SGA. T-Wolves running a zone. Chet goes up and under. He's fouled by Randle. Hinkie might have drafted Giannis, Joker, and Tatum and SGA. He probably would have, man. He knew what he was doing. At least they should have let him make all the draft picks. They didn't even let him make the draft picks that he wanted to make. Crazy, man. Like I said, the Thunder are now comparable to the Eagles. They have 22 draft picks in the next 5 years. They have 3 first-round picks sitting on the bench that haven't played yet, including Nikola Topic, who was a lottery pick this year. So, yeah, I mean, the Thunder are here. Like, and once they have to pay some of these guys, they're just going to use a couple of their 22 draft picks to draft more studs. Edwards going to drive, go through contact, fouled again. Now the game's slowing down a lot. We didn't have a lot of fouls in the first half, but a lot of them now. The process was born under Hinkie. Facts. Those 2,500 rebounds Gobert had versus the Lakers goes to show how embarrassing of a franchise the Lakers are. That's a fact. And where's all the people in here that were hating on me a couple games ago? What's his name? Vincent, a couple others in here. They're like, dude, you're hating on Gobert. He dominated the Lakers. He had Wilt numbers against the Lakers. Did somebody tell these people that the Lakers don't have a center? The Warriors don't even have a center. And Gobert struggled against them. I'm telling you, if Steph Curry did not get hurt, it would have been the Warriors in this series. And it probably would have been a little more enjoyable. But the Wolves have to go back to the drawing board, man. 2 conference finals appearances, 2 4-1 defeats. 2 kind of different teams, honestly. 2 completely different teams. So they have to go back to the drawing board. Now we got 140 people in the chat, though. Shouts out to the people tapping in with us. Do me a favor, like the stream, get the subs up. Let's get to 43.5K. Appreciate y'all being here. Do you think SGA foul baits? All good players foul bait in some way. Caruso, 1 bounce, drives in, misses the layup, picked up by Minnesota. It is a 27-point game. They're coming back. DiVincenzo, Alexander Walker for 3. He missed it. Couldn't get it in transition. Caruso going to find Lou Dort in the corner. The pump fake, the alley-oop, poked away by Edwards, and Chet fouled DiVincenzo on the rebound. It's a fact. More people that engage in the comments, the more the chat flows. Let's go. Let's push it through the algo. Algo gang, stand up, man. 4:50 to go here in the third quarter. And I hope you guys will join me for the NBA Finals as well as our videos that we continue to drop. We're pumping out the content even in the off season. Randall a 3. Cha-ching. Do we have a comeback on our hands? It is a 24-point game, ladies and gentlemen. The comeback starts now. Forget everything I said. The T-Wolves are coming back. Williams lost it. Chet picks it up, drives, turn, spin, lost it. And it's going to go out on Walker, so it'll stay with the Thunder. No lead is safe in these playoffs. 4:20 to go here in the third. Jalen Williams going to head over to the bench. Thunder getting outscored in this quarter. Can't give up too quick. Can't let up too fast. Kenrick Williams back in the game. Cason Wallace in the game. 3-ball. SGA off the back iron. And it's picked up by Minnesota. Do they have a fighter's chance? Here we go. Alexander Walker tried to feed into the paint, stolen away by SGA, going coast to coast, slams it down on the other end. And just when you think the Wolves have a little momentum, an absolute burst from SGA, the MVP, to kick it right back into gear. Here's Julius Randle driving to the rack, floats it up, got it to sink, and 1. Randle not going out without a fight. 24-point game, and 1 more coming up at the stripe. Let's go, man. Get these likes up, man. We got 170 people in the chat now. We're starting to flow in. Get these likes up, man. Get these subs up. We need 63 more. Free throw is good. 23-point game. Julius Randle, 13 in the quarter and counting. Thunder need to lock back in if they want to put their foot down. Here's SGA. Going to take a screen from Caruso. He finds a cutter. Caruso out to the corner. 3-ball from Dort. And the answer. The T-Wolves do not have any room for error here, man. They need to lock in. Crazy part is that the Thunder are only shooting 6 for 19 from 3. 33%, less than that. Missed by Edwards leads to the Thunder with the ball. Here is a 3 again from Lou Dort. Couldn't get it to fall that time, but tracked down by Cason Wallace. Thunder running a small ball lineup. Smacked out by Randle. Actually, it's going to be a foul on Julius Randle. So now it'll stay with Oklahoma City, and they are up by 26 points. 183 people in the chat. Thank you all for being here. If you have not yet, like the stream, subscribe to the channel. We welcome everybody here on this show. Get active in the comments. Let me know how you're feeling about this game. Let me know how you're feeling about this series. Guys, be sure to follow us on all platforms, man. We are continuing to pump out a ton of coverage. We're going to drop our Discord links in the chat. And also, if you guys want to support your boy, for real, you want to become a channel member, get all the cool perks in the live chats and more, and access to my exclusive draft book notes, become a channel member today. Guys, I have a question for you in the chat right now. Is this the best defense that you've ever seen in your life? Give me your thoughts. Is this the best defense you've ever seen? See what happens, man. You guys interact. We get a ton of people in here. 200 plus in the chat now. Let's go. Let's go, man. If you guys are new, if this is your first time tapping in with us, I'm RB. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the family. We cover the 76ers, who are not in the playoffs, so we are doing a live stream marathon here in the playoffs. We've been live streaming every game this series, enjoying, kicking back, relaxing. Can the Wolves make it a game? Do they have one more punch in them? Is this the best defense that you've ever seen? Because I'll be honest, right now, based on what I'm seeing, I think this has to be up there. I'm trying to think of more just demoralizing defensive performances I've seen. I think the Thunder have to be at the top, or at least in the top couple. Look at Caruso guarding all these centers, man. What a guy. What a trade. And they signed Caruso mid-season. That was a Howie Roseman type of move. They signed him mid-season to an extension. Everybody thought it was crazy, but guess what? He's a vital piece. He's important. We got Louie in the chat, Bobby in the chat, Rob in the chat. What's up, man? Roniel dropping the emojis. SGA with the off-balance floater gets it to go again. It is now 85-57. We're back up to a 28-point lead. 2:37 to go here in the third. Edwards to Alexander Walker. Here's DiVincenzo off the pump fake for three. He answers back. Dante DiVincenzo. 2:23 to go here in the third. SGA at the top. Caruso sets the screen. SGA to Dort. Dort against Naz Reid. Naz Reid hasn't played much in this game. I feel like he should be in over Gobert. Caruso at three. That's off wide. Picked up by Minnesota. Here's Anthony Edwards working against Cason Wallace. He's going to drive, step back. Edwards puts it up and sinks it. Cason Wallace could probably start on a lot of teams right now. Same thing with Caruso. They just have too many guys, man. I feel like eventually Wallace might want to start to get paid more if he gets a contract in a couple years. Dort pulls up a three. Are you kidding me? Lou Dort, as he falls to the hardwood, chucked up a high three like he was throwing it into outer space. Lou Dort has his second three of the game. Here's Anthony Edwards, kicks it back up top. Alexander Walker for three. It's off wide. Reid the board, kicks it out to DiVincenzo. The turn, the spin, the three. It's short again. Reid gets another chance. This time poked away on the third attempt. Here come the OKC Thunder. 1:10 to play in the third quarter. SGA switched on to Dante DiVincenzo. He's going to drive with the right hand. Now uses his off-arm to create space. SGA sees two. He spins, nowhere to go. Nice on-ball defense by DiVincenzo. He's going to spin now, drive. SGA to the rack, floats it up, missed it, and rebounded by the Wolves. Here comes Alexander Walker. DiVincenzo, 26-point game. Edwards with the rock, guarded by SGA. They've done a great job against Edwards, showing them two. And now Reed going to tumble over SGA. It's an offensive foul. We got our boy Clint in the chat. He says, best defense since the 03 Spurs. Bobby says, best D was Detroit in the early 90s. I was going to say Detroit, or maybe in like 2004. Wolves aren't the Wolves without KG. Busy says, we really got Dwayne Dedman for Isaiah Joe. Don't remind me, man. Don't remind me. That was the worst sequence of events. Man, I was so high on Isaiah Joe. Insane. Now he's going to the finals. Lou Dort, corner three again. This time it's way off. Picked up by Minnesota. Shout out to Lou Dort. Shout out to Kenrick Williams, who have been on this team longer than anybody, I believe. Putting in the work, you know. 10 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 1 second separating the game and shot clock. Edwards going to take a screen from Alexander Walker. Goes to his right. He gets double teamed. Back to Walker. Walker from the top of the key. Missed the three. And that'll take us to quarter number 4. So Rudy Gobert has only taken 1 shot attempt in this game. Conley has only taken 2. McDaniels and Randall have each taken 11. And Edwards has taken 17. Like I said, man, Edwards couldn't afford to have that 13 shot attempt game in game number 5. Or excuse me, game 4. Crazy, man. Ladies and gentlemen, 222 people in the chat. If you're just tuning in with us, welcome in. Please do me a huge favor. Hit the like button. Get us to 200 likes. Subscribe to the channel. Help us get to 43,500 subs. Ticker's in the bottom right corner. Let's get it there, man. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Yeah, Google is slow for the points, but we do that so that way we're not ahead on the other scoreboard. So, yeah. Let's go, chat. Let's go, man. You guys are killing it in the chat right now. Let's go. Let's keep it rocking and rolling. D says, I might be alone, but if Philly trades back, I wouldn't be mad if they got Igor Demon, 6'9" forward, and Rasheer Fleming, a 6'9" 3-and-D forward. Both have high upside. Yeah, I'm going to drop a video in a couple weeks on some second round guys and continue the draft coverage. I've been scouting a lot of players. Also, for the channel members, I'm going to drop my draft workbook, so I'm going to give you guys access to my draft notes in a few weeks as well. And we'll also do a live stream doing a mock draft in a couple weeks too. So guys, if you have not yet, hit that notification bell. Make sure you got those noties on. Even if you're not a Sixers fan, it's all good. You're easily able to come in and hang out for all of our content, watch our streams, watch our videos. We support everybody, man. We're mainly a Sixers channel, but we've been doing a lot of playoff live streams here. Just enjoying the hoops, man. Just enjoying the hoops. I can't believe the Thunder have 22 picks in the next 5 drafts. It's crazy. Let's go, man. John says, who do we want to see OKC face in the finals? I want to see them play the Pacers. I think the Pacers are playing really damn good right now. Unfortunately, they might run into a buzzsaw here, but Pacers could give them a chance. They could give them a real shot. I do think the Thunder would win, though. I think they're better. Two points and 5 rebounds is crazy. 1 shot attempt. Wild. Who do you guys think would win, OKC or the Pacers? How many games? Welcome on into Philly Take with RB, man. NBA playoff game day live show. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, welcome in, hit those noties, make sure they're on. If you guys want to get access to my draft workbook in a couple weeks, drop in the membership link. That's another way to support us. Join our Discord. Let's go. Follow us on all platforms, man. Follow me on Twitter at RBPhillyTake. Pacers in 4. Pacers Thunder going 6. OKC in 6. Pacers in 4. Thunder in 6. Not going to give you my prediction yet, but it would be a good series. Both teams just seem to have an answer for anything. Another steal here by the Thunder. That's how we begin quarter number 4. It's 88-62. 26-point game. Hard to fight this uphill battle. Williams for 3 missed it, but there goes Caruso swarming out of nowhere. SGA for 3, and it's money. The MVP continuing to stamp his most valuable presence. I'm happy for these Thunder fans, man. I mean, they've been in some pain for a long time. It's got to feel good, man. Has to feel good. I envy it. 91-62. A lot of people picking the Pacers. Interesting. I just think the Thunder have too many weapons. I also think another thing we need to look forward to, or at least look at going forward, is this is like the most I've ever seen depth matter in the playoffs. Like, I feel like there's just so many weapons on these teams that are coming in clutch, right? It's not like your typical 5 guys play the whole game or 6 guys play the whole game. Like the Thunder, the Pacers, right? They've had a lot of guys step up. So just another observation. Randall going to miss the free throw. And shout out to Sam Presti for not panicking at all this season, not acquiring anybody, just sticking to their guns. There was at one point where they were interested in Gershon Yabusele. They didn't pull the trigger, didn't give up any assets, anything. They got Hartenstein in the offseason, and they got Caruso. Those were the 2 pickups they needed. Another miss by OKC. Here come the Wolves. 10:45 to play. See if the Wolves have any little fight left, if they can try to make a run here. It's going to be very hard, though. Reed drives the lane, floats it up, and in off the square. SGA with over 30? Does he have 30 yet? I think he does. Here's Cason Wallace going to drive to the hoop, goes up, missed it. Chet puts it in. Yeah, by the way, I think SGA's got 30. So drop the 30s in the chat. Drop the 30s in the chat. Another steal by the Thunder, but then it goes right back to Minnesota. And Conley's blocked at the rim. Randall puts it back in for him. Man, Conley aged. He aged like crazy in this series. My man looks like he's 47, not 37. 9:47 to go. SGA crosses over, drives, he's fouled, and one. And one. 30s in the chat, man.
He's on fire!
Wow. Insane. Insane, man. Wild. Wild. Ladies and gentlemen, 233 people in the chat. Please get us to 200 likes. Hit that subscribe button. We need 56 more. Can we get to 43.5? Can we do it? Giving you the live coverage, breaking it down as it happens. Free throw is good. 34 and counting for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 34, 7, and 7. Halliburton had a triple-double last night. Can SGA get one tonight? DiVincenzo to Reed in the corner. The dribble, the drive. Floats it up and in. It would have been interesting to see what the Wolves could have done if Gobert had not played more minutes than Reed in the series. Like, I wonder what would have happened if Reed was the starter and Chet knocks down another 3 and the Wolves are just losing it, man. The Thunder are running away with it. DiVincenzo on the other end missed it. We're going to see the backups here very soon. It is a 29-point game. Here's Cason Wallace out to the corner. 3-ball from Dort. Oh, it's money. Oh, my gosh. It is 101-69. 32 points. Ladies and gentlemen, I tried to tell you before the series. I tried to tell you in the first round. I tried to tell you in the second round. Rudy Gobert would be the Achilles heel of the Wolves. Now, to be fair, the whole team is not playing that well. Anthony Edwards had a big opportunity last game. Wasn't aggressive enough. But all these issues get subsided a bit. They all decrease in intensity if they had a center that could draw attention in the paint, that could score the basketball. It all goes back to that, man. You're playing 4-on-5. Trust me, as a Sixers fan, I know what it's like to play 4-on-5 in the playoffs. I know what it's like. Unreal job by Sam Presti, man. Crazy. Crazy. People thought I was hating, man. I tried to tell you the truth, bro. I'm just giving you my insight. I don't know everything. I'm just giving you my takes, man. That's what I do. I told you that playing 4-on-5 was going to be your Achilles heel. Guys, the Thunder have literally taken the new CBA by the balls. And they are not looking back. Now, again, they still have 4 more wins to win the NBA Finals. They have to win 4 games. I believe they will. Sheer dominance. They have gotten better in this series. I don't know the last time I've seen a team get this much better as a series went on. This defense that was put on display tonight was some of the best that I've ever seen. Ever. Ever. Guess what, Minnesota? And not to, what's the saying? It rains when it rains, it pours. Not to pour on your parade or your downgrade here. But the West is going to be loaded next season. You had 2 opportunities. Another lesson learned as a Sixers fan. Window of opportunity is not that wide. Doesn't stay open that much. So, conference is going to get even harder next year. So, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. Just giving you my thoughts. But, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for being here, man. I really appreciate it. Like I said, even if you're not a Sixers fan, you're just hanging out with us. Shout out to you. Keep supporting us, man. We have the free agency period coming up. We have the draft. We have the off season to talk about everything. We break it down from a fan level. We give you live streams, videos, and more. Make sure the notifications are on and follow us on all platforms, man. Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. Help our brand, man. And shouts to the members, man. Members go above and beyond to support us. We got D in the chat. Busy B's been in here rocking all playoffs long. Banj in the house. John says, this is better commentary than Doris Burke. Thank you, John. Appreciate the kind words, man. Randall kicks it to the corner. Naz Reid for 3. Cha-ching. We do this all season long for the Sixers, but those were pretty brutal this year. Here's Jalen Williams at the top. Williams guarded by Conley. He dribbles, drives downhill, floats it up and in. Wow. 31-point lead. 8:20 to go here in this T-Wolves season. McDaniels, the spin, the pull-up. He left it short again. McDaniels knows. 2 for 13 ain't cutting it, man. 2 for 13 is a tough way to go out. Good players, Jaden McDaniels. But a tough way to finish. Caruso couldn't handle it. Lost it out of bounds. I do like how the fans, though, are wearing certain shirts. I like how everybody's wearing the shirt. I don't see anybody that's not wearing it. Their fans are so into it that they're wearing specific shirts in the stands, which is pretty cool. Anthony Edwards going to find McDaniels. Down into the paint, steps back. McDaniels off 1 foot. Can't get it to sink again. 7:40 to play here in the Western Conference Finals. Here's Jalen Williams again, and if you're OKC, you need to start thinking about bringing the reserves in. Give your starters some more rest in addition to what they will already have. Guys, 260 in the chat. Get us to 200 likes, man. We've been pumping out this content all series long. And, yo, let's get to 43.5, man. Let's keep growing the community. We've had a wave of new fans during the playoffs. Please stream the game tomorrow. I know we didn't get 300. It'll be enjoyable. You guys got to get it up to 300, man. That was the deal. That was the deal. Anthony Edwards going to drive and spin. Edwards lost it up in the air. Picked up by OKC. Here they come. 7:05 to play. 7 minutes away from the NBA Finals. Here are the Thunder. Williams driving downhill. Full head of steam. Goes up. Rolled out. Randall driving down the other end. He floats it up. And it was poked away. Lost out of bounds. It's going to stay with Minnesota. It's a 31-point lead. Nelson, what's going on, man? What's up, Nelson? He says, I'm in the Discord. Yeah, man, join the Discord. Hop in the Sixers channel. We're talking in there all night, man. Randall puts it up. Blocked by Chet. Man, they are beating them down right now. Lou Dort in transition. Got it again. Wow. Wow, man. This crowd has not sat down yet. Shout out to them. Wow. Wow. Yeah, nah, this is different, man. This is different. This is different. Ladies and gentlemen, how are we feeling right now? How do we feel about the Thunder? Do you think they're going to win it all? From a non-biased perspective, Thunder are shaping up to be one of the greatest defensive teams post-Jordan era next to the 04 Pistons and 14 Spurs. Yeah. Yeah, I just said the Pistons earlier. I agree with you, man. This is one of the best teams I've ever seen, and they're only going to get better next year. They're only going to get better next year. It's unbelievable. It's actually unbelievable. Best point differential in NBA history. That's nothing to just blink an eye on, you know? Like, that is, like, just credit to them, man. Not only are they young and quick and athletic, they play a brand of basketball that is amazing. And you know, I like seeing underdog stories, man. Shout out to Mark Dagnall. I don't know if you guys know about him, but he spent a long time in the G League. There's a picture roaming around of Mark Dagnall and Alex Caruso with the, was it the Oklahoma City Thunder Blue or something like that? Whatever their G League team is. Mark Dagnall spent his time in the G League. He's like Nick Nurse. He's another G League warrior, man. Crazy, man. Crazy. Shout out to Keith Smith. He just put out a tweet here. He said the Thunder and the Pacers would be the first NBA Finals matchup since the luxury tax was in effect, where neither team was a taxpayer. At least one team was a taxpayer in every finals where the luxury tax was in effect. That is crazy. The Thunder aren't even taxpayers, man. They're not even in the tax. That's how good this freaking team is. R.I.P. Sam Hinkie, man. Sam Hinkie had the vision in mind. Wow. Thunder aren't even in the tax, man. Crazy. 52 more subs, man. Let's go. Hit that like, hit that sub button, man. Come on. OKC is young. They're not going anywhere, plus the draft picks. Guys, they have 10 first-round picks in the next 5 drafts, including this one coming up. They have 12 second-round draft picks in the next 5 drafts. So they have 22 draft picks in the next 5 drafts. Barring a major injury, how can you not think that this team is going to be insanely good? And ladies and gentlemen, the Timberwolves have effectively given up the game. They have taken out all their starters. The backups of the backups are in. Ladies and gentlemen, drop a W in the chat for the Thunder. They are going to the NBA Finals. They are going to the NBA Finals. Caruso steals it away. The Thunder, I don't know why their starters are in. I don't know why their starters are in. Caruso down in the paint, kicks it back out. Lou Dort, sidestep. Dort for 3. It's off. Finals will begin next Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. A week and a day from today. So 8 days away from today, the finals will begin. We will be live streaming the games. So be sure to come check them out. Tap in with us. That'll be our last live streams until October for games. We'll live stream other events like free agency and the draft, but game-wise, we won't be streaming until October. Checking to knock down another 3, and this is just pure domination. The Thunder backups getting ready to sub in, and here they come. The starters come off. Caruso is celebrating. Lou Dort is celebrating. The crowd is going nuts. Isaiah Joe coming into the ball game. Yo, can we get some Joes in the chat? Isaiah Joe is going to the NBA Finals. The Thunder fans with the curtain call, man. Standing O. Isaiah Joe, man. My guy is going to the NBA Finals. Shout out to Dwayne Dedman. Terrence Shannon Jr. for 3. Missed it. Picked up by the Thunder. They bring in Jay Will, Isaiah Joe, AJ Mitchell, Kenrick Williams, and Aaron Wiggins. Shannon Jr. fouled on the other end. And Shannon Jr., Rob Dillingham, Luka Garza. I didn't see the other 2. Tim Connolly knows that he has more work to do. President of basketball ops for the Wolves. You know he has a lot of work to do, man. Going back to the drawing board. It should start with finding a way to trade Rudy Gobert. There's A-Rod sitting courtside. I know he's got to be heated. New partial owner of the Wolves. And the second free throw is good. Man. Another 3-ball for OKC. They just can't stop. I said it was going to be a blowout tonight. I did not expect this. Man, Tim Connolly, he misses the Nuggets championship after he leaves to go to Minnesota. Trades for Rudy Gobert, gets them to the conference finals twice, but doesn't have that chip. That's crazy, man. That's wild. Isaiah Joe for 3. Isaiah Joe! 3-ball for Dillingham. Thunder are cooking them, man. Step back three. Yo, this is crazy, man. Is that Ousmane Deng? Another lottery pick who doesn't play. Bro, they are absolutely smothering them right now. I'm just watching in amazement. This is crazy. This is crazy. Garza floats it up, gets it on the putback. 117 to 81. Wow. Shout out to Isaiah Joe, man. Shout out to Isaiah Joe. Sounds like Minnesota could use Paul George, a savvy vet, to help them get over the hump. Hey, you know who Minnesota could really use, though? You know who they could use? They could use Andre Drummond. Do they want Drummond? Floater is missed, picked up by Oklahoma City. 3-ball from Isaiah Joe. Isaiah Joe does it again. Isaiah Joe. Shannon Jr. misses the mid-range. Look, if I'm being honest, the Thunder didn't really start getting good until they got Isaiah Joe. I credit Isaiah Joe for everything. Shout out to the chat, man. Wow. Wow. George says shout out from the Philippines. Where are you guys tapping in from tonight, man? Drop your states, your cities, your towns in the chat so I can shout you out. Another miss by Minnesota. Garza puts it up and in. Isaiah Joe with the reverse layup. Isaiah Joe is cooking. Well, we got 300 people in the chat, guys. So you know what to do. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that sub button. We need 50 more subs. Get us to 43.5. And now we have a foul in Minnesota as the clock winds down. The clock is winding down. The Thunder are going to the NBA Finals. Technically have not won under the name OKC Thunder. They won as the Supersonics, but guess what? They're going back, and they're going to try to win one, man. Dominant squad. Here come the T-Wolves, down by 37. Shannon Jr. drives into contact, and he's fouled. Drummond performs best with EG. They need the pairing badly. If the Wolves were smart, they would draft Common Malawach at pick 17 if he's available. Don't think he'll be available, though, at that point. Yo, if you guys are members, man, drop the emojis in the chat. Let's go. You guys have been great all series, man. Really appreciate y'all hanging out with me, man. Let's go. We got Delaware in the chat. Virginia in the house. Can't wait to see Knicks get eliminated tomorrow night. I think we're all in agreement, right? We want to see the Knicks lose tomorrow night. Do you agree? 3-ball from Jay Will. That's off the back iron. 122-87. It's an absolute whopping here in game number 5. Are we taking calls tonight? Nah, we don't take calls on these streams, man. Only the Sixers games. Well, we will be running back the post-game lives next season for the Sixers, and it's going to be an interesting season, so make sure you're here. Do I think SGA can get a double-double? They already took out the starters, man. SGA finished with 34, 8, and 7. Clock is winding down. We are under a minute. 45 seconds to play. The Thunder are going to the NBA Finals. 3-ball from Deng. Missed it. All you can hear is OKC chants raining at the Paycom Center. The chants are raining. The Thunder getting ready to celebrate. The fans have been on their feet all fourth quarter, man. Shout out to these fans. Nine seconds to go. 2025 playoffs, they have now 4 wins by 30 or more points. That is the first team in NBA history to do that. First team in NBA history to win 4 or more games by 30 points. 4 games by 30 or more points. So the first team in NBA playoff history to win 4 games by 30 or more points in NBA history. Bro, they just continue to break records, man. They continue to break records. They just keep on breaking records. It's crazy. The MVP, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, will be heading to his first NBA Finals. When this guy was traded to the Thunder, he knew that there would be a huge process here for the next several years, right? They had that year with Chris Paul, and they just sneaked into the playoffs, and then they lost. Then they had a couple down years before that. But they knew what they were building, man. It was like an in-between year. They had a couple down years, couple tank years. Then they pulled off from some wild trades. They pulled off some crazy moves, including the Paul George trade for SGA, 5 first-round picks, 2 pick swaps. They continued to grow. Last year, they had a really good team, number 1 seed. They get bounced in the second round. And what do? They come back. They have one of the most dominant seasons ever. And now they are 4 wins away from an NBA championship. A team that has 22 draft picks in the next 5 years, by the way, and is going to be even better next year. Dominance. Complete dominance. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, I want to say thank you all for being a part of this series. You guys were incredible. I'm RB. This is Philly Take with RB. We are going to live stream the NBA Finals, so make sure you tap back in with us next week as we get ready for the Finals. We'll see who advances out of the East. But the Thunder, they are setting a new precedent. They are changing the entire landscape. And they're showing us why the game is ever changing. The game is ever changing, man. It really is. And all you can do is just salute, tip your cap. I do think that Sam Presti is carrying out the vision that Sam Hinkie once had. And it's crazy, man. Shout out to Cool J in the chat. Ron Yell's been tapping in with us. D says, I've never seen every player on the team locked in like this defensively. I agree. One of the best defensive performances I've ever seen. The Thunder got better as the series went on. They got better as the Nuggets series went on. And that team took them to 7 games. Like, you have to give Jokic and the Nuggets credit. They were only running a 6-man rotation. And they took this team, who's very, very good, to 7 games. But you know what I said at the beginning of this series? I don't know who was here game 1. But I said now that the Thunder had beaten the Denver Nuggets, I predicted that they would be a lot more freed up, play a lot looser, right? I feel like the Thunder knew that the Nuggets were their biggest goalpost standing in the way. They were the biggest obstacle in their way. And once they got through the reigning MVP and Nikola Jokic, I feel like it just hit them all at once. And they kind of just realized, look, we're really good. We're playing up tight right now. Now we're going up against a team in the Wolves who's still good, but not as good as the Nuggets. And I feel like this entire series, outside of that horrific game 3, where, let's be honest, they just had a bad night, I feel like they played very loose, very free-flowing together, and they got better as the series went on. They remind me a lot of the Eagles, man. They play together. Every guy knows his role. Every guy can step up. They have underrated role players. And I've been saying it all series, man, but this is a damn good team. Like I just said, 4 wins of 30-plus points in the playoffs. First team to ever do that. Best point differential in NBA history this year. Right now, they have one of the best point differentials in playoff history. And they're rocking and rolling. Now, they have to sit for 8 days, so we'll see what happens. But anybody that's looking at this potential finals matchup of the Thunder and Pacers and thinking like, oh, this is a bad thing for the NBA, no. We should start looking at this as a good thing. Guys, the game is changing, man. We want to see more parity. We want to see some of these younger, smaller, lower market teams come into play. Here we are. And if I could quickly talk about Minnesota, I mean, it goes back to what I said all series, all playoffs. Like, they have to upgrade the center position. They have to get more of a scoring mindset type of big. They tried it last year. They came up short. They traded Karl Anthony Towns. Feels like it was the wrong decision. Yes, DiVincenzo played good. Maybe not good enough in the series. Randall played great all playoffs long. Maybe didn't come through when he needed to in the series. Edwards also has to learn a little bit as well. But at the end of the day, they just didn't have nearly enough that the Thunder did. This is the first time in a long time that I feel like depth actually matters in the playoffs. The Thunder, they can bring in whoever they want off the bench. They have first-round picks that aren't even playing. And whoever they bring in is just ready to go. I mean, their first couple off the bench, and Cason Wallace and Alex Caruso, like, these guys are just fierce, man. They just impact the game. So, nonetheless, man, just a dominant performance. T-Wolves get eliminated 2 years in a row in the conference finals in 5 games. Gentlemen sweep yet again. And they're going to have to learn from it and go back to the drawing board. And the Thunder are well on their way, I think, to winning an NBA Finals and changing the game. So we'll see what happens. Guys, if you have not yet, be sure to subscribe. 300 plus in the chat. We should have 300 likes. Hit the noti bell. Like I said, we're going to drop a video tomorrow. We drop tons of videos. We go live for as many games as we can. Join our Discord. Follow us everywhere. Instagram and TikTok at Philly Take with RB. Follow me on Twitter /X at RB Philly Take. And I really do appreciate you guys hanging in here with me tonight, man. Obviously not the most entertaining game, you know, from a competitive standpoint, but it was still a lot of fun. Clint, you're the man. Thanks for being here. Tika, thanks for being here. Busy says, you said that was their test. It was. It really was. Estelle, exactly. Eagles got better during the playoffs. Yeah, just like the Thunder did. Thunder are still getting better. I don't know if we've seen the best version yet of the Thunder right now. Chet improved since game 1 choke against Denver. Yeah, Chet got better in this series. Everybody did. Everybody did. Yeah, exactly, Busy. Youngest team in the NBA. Youngest team in the NBA going to the finals. Average age of 24 years old. Wow. 22 picks in the next 5 drafts. 22 picks in the next 5 drafts. Unbelievable. They just keep breaking records, man. Shout out to the Thunder for continuing to carry out the plan that we thought the Sixers would have had with Sam Hinkie. All right, ladies and gentlemen, appreciate you all so much. This has been the NBA Playoff Game Day Live Show. Tune back in live with us next week for the NBA Finals. We'll see if the Pacers can finish it off tomorrow. And like I said, for all my Sixer fans out there, keep tapping into the videos. We have another one dropping tomorrow. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night, man. What a game. What an absolute dominant, whopping W. What an absolute whooping, man. They absolutely kicked their ass tonight. History was made yet again. Appreciate y'all, man. Enjoy the rest of your night. One team punches their ticket to the finals, and it wasn't even close. 30-point win for OKC. 4 wins away from a chip. We'll see who it is, the Pacers or the Knicks on the other side. But for now, enjoy the rest of your night. I'm RB. Philly Take with RB. Have a good night, everybody. Peace.